Kasey, welcome to Huddersfield Town. It's been a really big, probably 12 months for you. How does this fit as the next step in your development as a footballer?
In terms of my development, I can't see a better club with the staff that are here, with the development, what they do on the pitch tactically. I can only see it as a positive to move to Huddersfield. The 12 months I had at Chelsea, it couldn't have gone any better. Doing well with the 21s, then getting in and around the first team, making the bench a few times, ended the season with England 21s. So, yeah, it's been a perfect 12 months, and hopefully the next 12 months can be even better.
If we'd have sat here 12 months ago and I would have told you that you'd be a two-time FA Youth Cup winner, two-time Europa League winner, or Youth League winner, sorry, and that you'd be an England under-21 cap and a winner of the Toulon tournament, would you have believed me?
Nah, I would have said you're lying, to be fair. But, yeah, I think I've got to keep working hard, and I can't just settle for what I've done in the past. I think this year's got to be an even bigger year, like the biggest year I've had, and I've got to try and prove myself in men's football. And I think with the staff, with obviously the manager here, I think it's a great opportunity for me to do that.
For all the achievements that you've had, and there's some wonderful achievements, particularly in the last 12 months, do you see senior football in your head as the next big step, and how big a challenge do you think it will be on the physical side of things as much as anything? Yeah,
I think, to be fair, I've never played senior football so far, and I've just proved myself with the 21s, with the under-18. So for me, the next step's got to be men's football, and hopefully in the next 12 months I can prove myself to the fans, to the players, to everyone.
You talked about this being the right club for you think, for your development. What is it that David Wagner or anyone else has said to you about Huddersfield and what's happening here that made you think this is where I want to be?
Yeah, as soon as I spoke to the manager, I think I was set on my mind on moving to Huddersfield. I think the style of play is going to the similar style to what I'm used to at Chelsea. So it's just like a great stepping stone in terms of what I'm used to and doing what I'm used to in men's football, which I've never done before, which I hope to do regularly for Huddersfield.
That is quite a big point, because you do get very varied styles in the Championship, and that's not to say one's right and one's wrong, but as a predominant number 10, you do need teams that play through the thirds, don't you, to suit you?
For me, there was only really Huddersfield that played a style which I'm used to, which I've always been brought up on, playing number 10, getting in pockets, trying to link the play and all stuff like that. So in terms of style of play, I've chose a better club that suit the way I personally play and how I like to play with my teammates. And obviously it's a young squad and a talented squad as well. So
you've talked there about all the things we like to do on the ball. David puts a big emphasis on what we do off the ball, and it made famous by Dortmund and Jurgen Klopp's teams, this high pressing game, this reaction pressure. Do you think that'll suit your game as well?
Yeah, I think I've got to keep getting fit, and obviously the training I've heard has been quite difficult, hard, which will come well during the middle of the season when we're clearly going to be one of the fittest teams in the league. So I think in terms of on the ball and off the ball, it'll be very good for me, because I need to keep working on my press and all things like that. And I think development-wise, it's going to be great having David to talk to me through it, really.
We talked a little bit off camera before we started, and you said that you'd done some summer work with Sean Scannell a couple of years ago. Yeah. That all came about, I know Sean wanted to get fitter. You kind of got a flavour of the work that he needed to put in the summer to get this right. Are you looking forward to that side of things? I know pre-season isn't always a time that footballers relish.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie and say I like pre-season, but I think pre-season's crucial, really, because you get your base fitness from that, and then during the season you're fitter than other players. And I think working with Sean 2 years ago in the sessions, I was blowing, and Sean was just like, keep going. So he's always he helped me back then, and hopefully he can help me settle in here. Obviously being from the same area, hopefully he'll be someone I can talk to, and hopefully all the other boys, which I've heard, will make it easy for me to settle in.
I'm going to ask you about the kind of personal side of things. Like you said, you're a South London boy at heart. It's quite a big move on a personal level as well, as a 19-year-old to come up here and live alone for the first time.
Yeah, it'll be an experience I'm relishing, to be fair, but there'll be downsides where I've got to cook for myself and all of that stuff. But it's exciting times. I think it's the challenge I needed, the next step for me personally in terms of my development, and hopefully one I can handle well. And I think gathering from what I've heard about the boys, hopefully the boys will help me get through it, and staff and everyone. So yeah, I think my family will be up quite a lot trying to help me through it. Yeah.
That's excellent. I've got to ask you about the away kit. You'll be the person that everyone sees modelling it today when we put it out. Yeah. Quite a striking design, isn't it?
It's different, to be fair. I like the blue and white kit as well, but hopefully a lot of the fans get my name on the back of their shirt, so I'll be pretty pleased with that. But yeah, the kit's lovely. It'll be exciting to wear it, and hopefully have a good season.
I know you've got a slight knock that you're recovering from at the moment, which probably means your first game for us might be against Liverpool next Wednesday. So how much are you looking forward to that prospect?
I'm buzzing for that, to be fair. At the end of the season, I was on the bench at Anfield, and obviously being a Liverpool fan growing up. So, yeah, I would have loved to make my debut against Liverpool, but if I can make my debut for Huddersfield against Liverpool, it'll be even better, really, because I'll be in and around it, same kind of thing. So, and it'll be at the home stadium. There's a lot of tickets being sold, so it's exciting times, really.
Sky Bet Championship season isn't too far away now either. We're getting ever closer. Have you got any targets in your head of what you'd like to achieve off the back of this year long loan?
Yeah, to be fair, I've set a few driving up yesterday to come up here, but I think important for me is to try and get myself in the team, work hard in training every day, and I think if I work hard in training, I think hopefully I'll get the chances which I would have worked for in training. So I've just got to prove myself to the players, the staff, and then see where I go from there. But I've got a few targets, goals, assists, and all things like that. So I just got to keep working hard and hopefully get my chances.
If you work here and you work hard here, the fans will love you, Kasey, so that's good. But for those Town fans that might not have seen you play, and I'm going to remind people that you did score against us in the Youth Cup a couple of years ago, but for those that haven't seen you play, what do you like to do out on the pitch? What are your kind of favourite things?
I think I'll try and excite all the fans, to be fair. I'll try and get you off your seats with a skill here and there, try and produce a few goals and assists which will help the team do well in the league. So, yeah, I'll try and work for the team, and then within working for the team, try and shine by myself kind of thing. But without the team, I won't be able to shine. So hopefully the team have a good season. I help with the team, and then after that I'll see how I can kind of shine within that.
We're all excited to see you on the pitch, Kasey. Welcome to Huddersfield Town.
Thank you.